Stockholm is home to a wealth of museums, each offering unique insights into Sweden's history, art, culture, and nature. Here are the top 15 museums in Stockholm for tourists. Vasa Museum, or Vasamuseet. Location: Djurgården Island. The Vasa Museum is Stockholm's most famous museum, built around the 17th century warship Vasa, which sank on its maiden voyage in 1628 and was salvaged over 300 years later. The ship is remarkably preserved, offering a fascinating glimpse into Sweden's maritime history. Highlights include the preserved Vasa ship and its intricate carvings, exhibits on the ship's construction, sinking and restoration, and multimedia presentations on life in 17th century Sweden. Why visit? An absolute must for history enthusiasts and one of Stockholm's most unique museums. The Skansen Open-Air Museum. Location: Djurgården Island. Founded in 1891, Skansen is the world's oldest open-air museum. It features historical buildings from different Swedish regions, live demonstrations of traditional crafts, and a zoo showcasing Scandinavian animals. Highlights include over 150 historic buildings transported from across Sweden, Skansen Zoo with native animals like moose, bears and reindeer, and seasonal events, especially during Christmas and at midsummer. Why visit? A fantastic way to experience Sweden's rural history, culture, and wildlife in one place. ABBA The Museum. The location is on Djurgården Island. ABBA Museum is an interactive homage to Sweden's iconic pop group. It's filled with memorabilia, costumes, and interactive exhibits, letting fans sing, dance, and immerse themselves in ABBA's legacy. Highlights include virtual stage performances with the band, a replica of the Polar Studios, where ABBA recorded, and costume displays and personal stories from ABBA members. Why visit? A must for ABBA fans and those interested in Sweden's pop culture legacy. The Royal Palace, or Kungliga Slottet, is located in Gamla stan, the Old Town. It's one of Europe's largest palaces, home to several museums and opulent rooms. Serving as the official residence of the Swedish monarch, it is a significant site for Swedish history. Inside, you can explore the state apartments with their lavish interiors, the Royal Armory showcasing royal costumes and armor, and the treasury which displays the crown jewels. Visiting the Royal Palace offers a great insight into Swedish royalty and architecture. Maritime, the Museum of Modern Art, is situated on Skeppsholmen Island. It stands as Stockholm's leading museum for modern and contemporary art, featuring works by international artists like Picasso and Dali, alongside Swedish masters. The museum's highlights include a permanent collection with pieces by Picasso, Dali and Matisse, outdoor sculptures on the museum grounds, and rotating exhibits by contemporary artists. It's a must-visit for art lovers interested in 20th century and modern art. The Nordic Museum, or Nordiska Museet, is located on Djurgården Island. It is dedicated to Swedish culture, with exhibits on folk art, traditions, fashion and social history. The building itself is an architectural marvel. Among the highlights are the Sami culture exhibit, which showcases the indigenous culture of Sweden, displays on Swedish holidays and traditions like midsummer, and the massive statue of King Gustav Vasa at the entrance. This museum is perfect for learning about Sweden's cultural heritage and traditions. Fotografiska, the Swedish Museum of Photography. Located in Södermalm, Fotografiska is one of the world's leading photography museums, showcasing contemporary photography in an industrial waterfront setting. It also features a cafe with fantastic views. The museum offers rotating exhibits from renowned photographers, a cafe with views over Stockholm's harbour, and various workshops and artist talks. It's a unique museum for photography enthusiasts and offers a stylish, modern experience. The Swedish History Museum, or Historiska Museet, located in Östermalm, covers Sweden's history from prehistoric times to the present, with an impressive focus on Viking culture. Highlights include the Gold Room, with Viking gold and silver artifacts from Sweden's medieval and Viking eras, and interactive exhibits on prehistoric Sweden. This museum is essential for anyone interested in Viking history and Sweden's ancient past. The Nobel Prize Museum, situated in Gamla Stan, or Old Town, is dedicated to the Nobel Prize. It tells the story of Alfred Nobel and celebrates achievements in science, literature and peace. The museum features interactive exhibits on Nobel laureates and their work, displays of original artifacts and photos from Nobel winners, and insights into the Nobel banquet traditions. It's a source of inspiration and a chance to learn about world-changing ideas. Army Museum, or ABBA Museum, is located in Östermalm. This museum covers Sweden's military history from the medieval period to modern peacekeeping missions. You'll find an impressive collection of weapons, uniforms, and historical artifacts here. There are also exhibits that showcase Sweden's military power and its stance on neutrality. The museum features engaging displays and multimedia presentations that bring history to life. For those interested in history and Sweden's military evolution, this museum is, well, ideal. The Swedish Museum of Natural History, known as Naturhistoriska Riksmuseet, is located in Frescati. It's one of Sweden's largest museums, dedicated to natural history, with exhibits on animals, climate change and more. The museum also boasts an IMAX theatre called Cosmonova. Highlights include dinosaur fossils and Nordic wildlife exhibits. You can also enjoy nature documentaries at the Cosmonova IMAX theatre and hands-on exhibits that are perfect for kids. This museum offers a family-friendly experience with interactive and educational exhibits. The Museum of Medieval Stockholm, or Medeltidsmuseet, is located near the Royal Palace. Built around an excavated medieval city wall, this museum offers a deep dive into Stockholm's medieval history. Among the highlights are excavated medieval ruins and artifacts. You'll also find life-size recreations of medieval Stockholm, along with costumes and replicas from medieval life. For a unique glimpse into Stockholm's past with immersive displays, this museum is a must-visit. Livrustkammaren, the Royal Armory, located at the Royal Palace. This is Sweden's oldest museum. The Royal Armory holds an impressive collection of royal armor, weapons, costumes and carriages. Highlights include royal costumes and coronation robes, weapons and armor used by Swedish kings, and historical royal carriages. It offers a fascinating look at royal and military history within the Grand Royal Palace. Ethnographic Museum, the Museum of Ethnography. Situated in Djurgården, this museum displays cultural artifacts from around the world, focusing on global communities and traditions. Highlights include exhibits on cultures from Africa, Asia and the Americas, themed galleries on migration, identity and cultural exchange, and events and exhibitions celebrating global diversity. It's great for understanding Sweden's global cultural connections and diverse history. The Maritime Museum, or Sjöhistoriska, located in Djurgården, explores Sweden's relationship with the sea, including its naval history, maritime trade, and shipbuilding heritage. Highlights feature historic ship models and naval artifacts, exhibits on Sweden's maritime trade and exploration, and free entry with beautiful views over the harbour. It's ideal for maritime enthusiasts and a great complement to the Vasa Museum. Each of these museums offers a unique aspect of Stockholm's cultural, historical, and artistic heritage. Whether you're a fan of art, history, science, or culture, Stockholm's museum landscape has something to offer every type of tourist.